When Second Life gets a little too otherworldly, a little too weird, I personally like to remind myself what I'm missing in real life. That's why I placed an oversized frame above my couch, displaying a picture of my wife and young son. Yes, I'm a proud dad, and I have found no reason to hide that while roaming virtual land. What would I do without the blessing of natural fatherhood? In Second Life, adoption would be one option. As everything in SL, a grueling process of several years in real life with endless scrutiny is condensed into a much faster affair. Iso Esposito is owner of the Family Ties Adoption Center.
We get about 10 to 15 kids a day asking that they want to be adopted. It takes up to 72 hours for us to schedule a meeting with the child. A week in SL is like 5 years. We think that works a lot. And then after the week, we do a ceremony and we give out certificates.
You get what you want in SL adoption. The kids know their roles, they're ready to be loved, conditionally. There's no sassing back at mommy, perhaps because the return policy of the average agency is unforgiving. But wait a minute, isn't SL restricted to anybody under 18? So who are these kids? I mean, really?
Some adults, they decide that they want to play a kid instead of an adult. They just want to relive their childhood. I actually have a 6-year-old sister. She's actually 27 in real life. She said she does it because she's so tired of all the restriction of being an adult that she just wants to be a kid so she can have fun like she used to when she was little.
Age play, as it is called, is a controversial issue in Second Life, and not everyone plays innocent. Again, Miss Esposito.
We do get a lot of weird people coming to our land. Like one time we had this guy bring a box of penises and put it inside the playground.
As a response to reports about virtual sex between child and adult avatars, SL's creator Linden Lab last month issued this policy. Here's an excerpt.
The depiction of sexual activity involving minors may violate real-world laws in some areas, and the Second Life community as a whole has made it clear that it views such behavior to be broadly offensive. Linden Lab chooses not to allow the advertising or promotion of age play or related activities in any public forum.
Still, many in SL defend the relationship of a child and adult avatar. The argument expressed on many forums is that any interaction essentially takes place among consenting adults. So, is the whole thing bordering on virtual pedophilia? The US Supreme Court recently upheld that simulated virtual sex with an image that appeared to be a minor could not be prosecuted, but in Europe, prison sentences are common for possessing virtual child pornography. Avalon Burke is a counselor in Second Life and owner of the Nexus Island.
We're social creatures, whatever environment that we're in, and a family is a social unit. I'm sure you've seen in Second Life, there are people with elaborate multi-generational families. They get together for family events, the quote children play with the other children, and it mirrors a healthy family environment.
Counselor Burke recommends we always scrutinize the motivation of people we do not know.
Perhaps someone that's coming online into Second Life with some type of pathology that they're bringing on from real life. They're coming into a virtual world where almost anything is possible. Not all of those are pathology, but there are some that are.
Shaylin Meyer is an adoption specialist with New Life Adoption Agency and also a multiple mother. She says children just want to have a happier version of their early years with more desirable parents.
I have adopted probably 4 children in my whole entire Second Life. They offer a lot of companionship. They cost sometimes quite a bit of lindens, but that doesn't matter, I suppose.
The New Life Agency also takes care of children while they are waiting for their prospective parents.
Bunk beds upstairs for homeless children to go to until they find a home, or if they never find a home, they can always stay there. They just have to click on the pillows of the beds and it will put their name on them and save the bed for the night.
Kids in Second Life might be very mature and virtually carefree, engaged in play of all kinds under a mild virtual sun. Well, I know this. In real life, a toddler screams, misbehaves. Then later, he or she might drop out of school, get into drugs, steal a car, rob a bank, But despite all this uncertainty, I can only say one thing. Bring it on. Please. For Life4You News, I'm Draxtor Dupre.